Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Megaman 4. Have you guys ever had like one of those moments where like, you want to record? Where you don't want to record but you want to play a game? Yeah, that's kind of what I had yesterday, so that's what this video is, post-commentated. Anyway, I sound very quiet right now. It's because I just woke up and, I don't know, I just got in the mood to record. Even though I really have like nothing much really to talk about. Yeah, there are a few things, but I don't know, I think that's like the hardest part of being a Let's Player, like finding things to talk about. Anyway, yeah, I think I decided to go for that one. But yeah, what happened was that I didn't want to record, but I wanted to play. So like I played and recorded, like even though I didn't want to record. And I saved over it, so yeah. So I have no choice but to either play up to this point, or to just post-commentate it. And well, I decided to post-commentate it, because that's what I've been doing, that's how I started this Let's Play, so might as well finish it that way. No, I'm kidding, not really finish it. Which means I am spoiled to the fact that, yes, the villain was Dr.Wily all along. Which, ooh, 1-up, that was lucky. That's exactly my reaction when I got that 1-up. I was like, ooh, 1-up, that was lucky. Like, that's like word for word what I said. But yeah, like, you know how I was talking in the beginning, it's like, oh, it says it's another villain, but watch it be someone else. Yeah, it turns out that was the case, it was someone else. So, what is it? Oh yeah, like they introduced a villain, Dr. Cossack, and then like it turns out it was Dr. Wily all along. That's what I mean. Like, so it turns out I was right. It was Dr. Wily all along. that's the thing about these games. Like, with a franchise with like a villain like that, like they rarely ever introduce a new villain, and when they do, like that's a huge risk. Like for example, take a look at Super Mario Bros. 2. Actually, no. Okay, who am I kidding? Back in like the early days of NES, they introduced new villains all the time. Like Super Mario Bros. You had Bowser in Super Mario Bros. 2. You had Wart. Then Legend of Zelda. You had Ganon. Zelda 2. You had your Shadow, I guess. You weren't really fighting a villain. You were just preventing the villain from coming back. And then same thing with Castlevania. Castlevania 1 against Dracula. Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest. You're just preventing him from being reborn. Anyway, I think I wanted to grind here for weapon energy, but I think I do for like a few seconds, but then I just I get bored of it because grinding is boring. Speaking of grinding, freaking my RPG, I was playtesting it yesterday because I was finally playtesting it, and it turns out I do have to grind a bit because I made the first 2 bosses really hard. Because it wasn't intentional. I didn't need to make them hard. But it just ended up that way for some reason. Yeah, I wanted to go around to get that health, but no, I would have just wasted weapon energy, and I would have taken a few hits just to get health. Not worth it. I also wanted to stop and grind here for weapon energy and stuff, but in the end, I ended up not doing that. Anyway, I don't know if I go for that weapon energy up there. I can't remember. But yeah, I made it really the whole point of my game was it was just to be a fun experience, it's not to be taken seriously. In terms of difficulty, it's just about as hard as Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that game. But yeah, in terms of difficulty, it's about that difficult. There's really no strategy, you're just button mashing the whole time. I hate to talk bad about my RPG, but that's legitimately all it is. Also, this guy, I don't even try fighting his weapon energy, because charge shots do a ton of damage, 3 pegs I think. Yeah, that's about 3 pegs. So I don't bother fighting his weakness, I just charge shot him. Also, I was mashing buttons at this point, which was hilarious, because all you could hear is crap, where's my controller? Here it is. All you could hear was all that stuff. Anyway, oh yeah, another thing that happened was that I don't have my PS3 USB controller anymore. My cousin borrowed it. He borrowed my PS2. Yeah, my PS2, not PS3. He borrowed my PS2 and he had to take a controller because that's the only controller we had. I didn't have a USB controller. I had a USB adapter for it. Oh man, I had horrible voice acting when I tried recording this. Please, Megaman. I'm not gonna do that. My father's not really. I'm not even gonna read what's on the screen. You guys can read, right? Hopefully I'm not. Hopefully you guys aren't illiterate. You can read. Father. Megaman, forgive me. It's funny because I have a Bowser voice, but I don't really have a Dr. Wily voice. But yeah, plot twist. It was Dr. Wily all along. Why am I not surprised? let's see. Oh, like I was saying, I was talking about my RPG. Like it's supposed to be like a fun experience. Well, not really fun. Like but it's just supposed to be like one of those things that it's not to be taken seriously. And like, I'm sorry, my throat there. And like I said, it's about as difficult as Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, which, if you remember, was notorious for being like the most boring Final Fantasy game. That's the thing. That's an introductory level RPG. It's meant to it's meant for beginners, and the one I made is in a way also meant for beginners. So yeah, and it's also very Earthbound-esque because in a way, I mean not in a way, but the game did start as an Earthbound hack. Cause like I wanted to make my own. I wanted to tell a story. I didn't really want to make a game. I just wanted to tell a story. And video games were the only means I had to make that I could think of to do that. And it's not even a personal story. It's just like an adventure story, you know. Like it's just one of those generic save the world evil stories, you know. That's what it started out as, like an Earthbound hack, because I wanted to tell a story like that. But in the end, it just turned into its own thing. That's why That's why there's a lot of Earthbound graphics. But anyway, yeah, the game wasn't supposed to be a grind. It wasn't supposed to be one of those games where you're forced to grind. But like early in the game, I found myself dying to like the first boss, and the second boss, and the third boss. God damn it. Anyway, but that's because when I played the game for the first time, all the spells and stuff, they were weak, but then over time I increased their strength. Like I'm talking about the level 1 spells. I increased the strength of them, and like the first bosses use them. So you took like 200 damage when you only had like 500 health, and there were multi-targeting moves too. So there wasn't really much I could do. I mean, there wasn't. Words. So that's why like my game was very unbalanced in the beginning. So what I did was I just made it so that enemies drop more experience, and I also nerfed some of the spells. So yeah, that's what I ended up doing. Also, shoutouts to obligatory underwater sections, because every game has to have an underwater section. However, not all of them have to be bad. I mean, this one was okay. It's just the giant hitbox when you're in Rush Marine. Like I didn't realize your hitbox increased, so yeah, that spike on the side. Yep. That's a thing. Anyway, sorry I got quiet there. I got quiet to like mourn my death. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's funny because another thing is that game is just full of my humor. It's just like full of me humor. If you play the game and you know me personally, like those are jokes that I would make, because frankly they're jokes I did make. So yeah, that's like that game is just full of that. But anyway, I'm probably not gonna release it to the public because all the stolen content and crap. And plus, I am very self-conscious. Well, okay, I can't say I'm very self-conscious because I'm doing Let's Plays. Like I am on the internet, even though I only get like 1 view per video or whatever. Like it still counts. So, but anyway, I don't know. It's just I don't know how to explain it, but there's reasons. There's like unexplainable reasons of why I don't want to release my game to the public. And most of them is like it's not that I don't care what they'll think, but I am semi-sensitive to criticism, but not really. Like, if it's constructive criticism that tells me how I can improve, I'm okay with that. But when it's stuff that's like, oh man, you fucking suck, it's like, I don't care, but at the same time, it's like, it still kind of gets to you, no matter how hard you're like, oh, I don't care. But like, if you're gonna give criticism, at least like say how you can improve. I mean, that's why the only person I'm letting play this game so far, like right now while still in the testing stage, is like a good personal friend of mine. And that's just because like I really trust her, and like I know she's giving me constructive criticism, like she's telling me like, oh, this is too powerful, like this is too hard, or like you have to grind in these areas, So that's the type of advice I'm getting from her, so that's why it's like, it's good because she's telling me how to improve it. Whereas if I give it to a complete stranger, I'd probably be like, no, this game fucking sucks, man. It's like Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. Which it is, because frankly that's what RPG 2003, that's like the limits. Well, not really the limits, you can go further, but that's about as far as I know how to take it. Also, I try looking for his weakness. I start backwards. Obviously I don't try Skullman because that's like a close range thing. Dive Man does nothing. I believe I tried Dustman for a while because I can see that it does hit, but like I don't realize that it only does like 1 peg of damage, or 2 pegs I mean. Also, how are you supposed to slide under that? I don't know if there's a way that you're supposed to. But anyway, we're nearing the end of the video and I already talked about what I want to talk about, which is basically like my RPG. Like I finished like story-wise it's done. So it's just a matter of like fixing all these bugs and like stuff. But yeah, aside from that, it's basically done. Anyway, do I use an E-Tank or do I leave this battle as Clench? I can't remember. Oh, I leave it as Clench. Watch this. And he's dead. Anyway, I believe this is near the end of the video, so thank you all for watching and thank you for listening to me ramble again, like always. Just, you know, that's basically what Let's Plays are, just the person talking. Anyway, yeah, I was kind of shocked to find out that there's more stages after that. I thought that was the end. But anyway, yeah, goodbye everyone, and thank you for watching, and have a nice day.